Hadith number 17. عن أبي يعلى شداد بن أوس رضي الله عنه عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إن الله كتب الإحسان على كل شيء فإذا قتلتم فأحسنوا القتلة وإذا ذبحتم فأحسنوا الذبحة وليحد أحدكم شفرته وليرح ذبيحته رواه مسلم. The Prophet ﷺ said, Allah has written. ما معنى كتب الله? You see it in the Quran all the time and you see it in the Hadith. What does it mean Allah has written? يعني أمر Allah. Allah has commanded. Allah has mandated. الإحسان على كل شيء. So it's wajib to have ihsan? I thought there was Islam and then Iman and then there was ihsan. Ihsan is like a high level for the muhsineen. Now this hadith is saying it's wajib to have ihsan. And that's the same thing, but it's wajib to have ihsan on the things that are wajib and the things that are obligatory. And it's mandatory for you to do the wajib. فَإِذَا قَتَلْتُمْ فَأَحْسِنُوا الْقِتْلَةَ. If you have to kill, if you have to put someone to the death penalty because they deserved it, not because you're just out killing people, but because they deserve it, then perfect the killing. And if you slaughter, then perfect the slaughtering. And the Prophet talked about what that meant. How do you perfect slaughtering? How do you perfect killing? That a person sharpens his blade. And that a person, if you're slaughtering, you put the sacrificial animal, the hadi, to rest. You put it to rest. Rawahu Muslim. يعني what does this hadith mean? سلوك أسهل الطرق من غير تعذيب. That you take the easiest path without punishing or tormenting. Even if it's a person you have to kill. Even if it's a kafir and you're in war and you're on the battlefield. You don't mutilate the body. You don't torture that person. You give him a swift death. You send him to Allah. Khalas. And the animal, same thing. You don't torture that. You don't electrocute it. You don't shoot it in the head. You don't just do whatever is most efficient to make you the most money in your farm so you can produce the most amount of cows and chickens. Nah. We have to be merciful to the thing that we're killing. That we cause the least amount of pain possible. And the other hadith of Prophet ﷺ, he said what? إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ إِذَا عَمَلَ أَحَدَكُمْ عَمَلًا أَن يُتْقِنَهُ. The hadith Albani, he said it was Hasan. Allah loves that if you do any action, that you perfect that action. So this hadith said what? إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَتَبَ الْإِحْسَانَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. Allah has written ihsan on everything. Another hadith said Allah loves that if you do any action, أَن يُتْقِنَهُ. Doesn't matter if you're shoveling snow or cutting your grass or if you're at your 9-to-5 job. If you're a man, you're a woman, perfect what you do. You cook in a meal, be perfect. Allah loves perfection. Don't be mediocre. Don't cut corners, don't be lazy. Allah loves perfection in everything that you do. And also from the perfection of slaughtering, Ibn Uthaymeen, he goes into a lot of depth. That a person doesn't hold the legs of the animal. He lets it be relaxed. He lets it move freely. عدم ذبح الذبيحة أمام أختها. That you don't slaughter an animal in front of its sister. I don't slaughter a sheep in front of another sheep and then other sheep get scared. This is part of perfecting the slaughtering. Now, is there an exception for this slaughtering, that a person has to slaughter in the swiftest way possible, sharpen your blade? If I have to kill a human being, that it's in the swiftest way possible. Is there any exceptions for that? No. Huh? Stoning. Ahsan, stoning is an exception. Also al-qital. إلا أنه عند القتل القصاص يقتل قصاص retribution. There's an exception for this. بالقاتل كما فعل بالمقتول. You do to the killer what he did to the killed. The way that he killed is what you do to the killer. كما جاء عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, as it came from the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم في قتل اليهودي, when he killed the Jew, الذي رض رأس جارية بين حجرين, when he crushed the head of the girl between two stones or two boulders. رواه البخاري ومسلم. So he was done what he did.